Hey, bossies. I'm Danny.
And I'm Tiff.
And I'm Harsky.
And this is BossSIS.
Season 2.
Hey, y'all, we made it.
We back, baby.
Today, we have our very own sister, our friend, Kristen Hart. I'm going to let Danny give her a little bit of an intro.
Woo! Listen, let me tell y'all something about my heart ski, because that's what I call her, okay? Not only is she one of my closest friends, but my sister, one of my mentors. Like, I can go to her for anything. It's so good to have, we talk about this all the time, right? A network of women where you don't have to go far. Like, everybody is at reach. So Hartski is a educator, number one, and Tiffany and I are educators.
Indeed.
But she's also a coach. What kind of coach? Because, I mean, we got football coaches, we got basketball coaches, you know what I'm saying? What kind of coach are you?
Tell us all about it.
So, not only am I educating, we talk about the coaching aspect.
Yes.
I coach in the educational arena. I coach in the sports arena. Coaching is just basically helping somebody strengthen their ability in whatever job that they are doing.
Right.
And so my job is to bring that confidence, bring out your strengths,
Yeah.
and just show people what they are capable of and making them strong leaders.
I love it. So you make people.
I make people.
You're a people maker.
I'm a people maker.
And I'm so glad that you talked about it being where you are strengthening people, correct? Right? Because when people think of coaches, they think of a dictator, like somebody who's telling people what to do.
Right.
But you have a different outlook on coaching.
Yeah.
Coaching first starts with trust.
Indeed.
Right?
Indeed.
Trust, coaching has to be two things. It has to be respect and it has to be a purpose. In dealing with coaching, I don't want to be considered a dictator. I'm working alongside another person, like I said before, working along that person to bring out what their strengths are.
Right.
A lot of times, some people have work trauma, and they are very reserved, or they don't believe that they could be a good leader, right? There's never the right time to be a leader. I think that with coaching, I'm bringing out three things that are important in a good leadership, and that comes with empathy, that comes with clarity,
Indeed.
and that comes with accountability.
Yes.
And a lot of times in a leadership role, as you guys know, those are three things that somebody normally are lacking in one of the three for various reasons. And my job is just to bring out what they have inside of them.
I love that. I love that. Listen, business owners, this is for you.
Yes.
If you're not using coaching as a model within your business, you're failing.
Yes.
If you have employees, if you have people working with you and for you, you have to coach them. You have to do exactly what Kristen is talking about. Nobody becomes the best on their own. It takes somebody else to push them in that direction, and that's what Kristen is doing.
And let me tell you, Tiff, what you're saying is absolutely right.
Yeah.
If you don't coach your team, if you don't build your team, I always tell my team, you should be aiming for my job, right? So if I'm supervising somebody, my job is to train you to take my job.
Indeed.
If anytime I got to take a leave of absence,
Love that.
and I don't have somebody that can sit in my seat and handle everything that I need to handle, then I failed as a leader.
Absolutely.
Right? So the coaching comes from showing their strengths and putting them in position for the next step up.
Indeed.
Listen, you nailed it when you talked about accountability.
It is.
As a leader, sometimes leaders, bosses, entrepreneurs like to put everything on everybody else. Well,
Hello.
they didn't do this and they didn't do that. But a good leader holds themselves accountable.
Yep.
And that comes with one thing with leadership, right? I always say the gift in leadership is feedback, right?
Indeed.
And feedback comes in various forms, whether I'm real-time coaching somebody and giving them feedback in the moment, or we are setting a designated time to debrief.
Indeed.
Right? Yes, the respect comes in debriefing. Honesty comes in debriefing. But what I get most about feedback is the feedback that I get from them about me.
Indeed.
Is my coaching style effective, right? Is the way that I'm coaching you, the way that I'm communicating with you, is it working for you? Because if my style is not working for the person, then the person isn't getting anything from my coaching style. And this whole coaching plan is ineffective.
And it means that you have to take accountability and then change the way that you're coaching so that you can meet their needs. I love that. Yeah.
If you do not reflect every day, I don't care whether I'm in the coaching atmosphere, whether I'm in the educator atmosphere, I always end my day with 2 questions. What did I do good today? And what did I mess up on? Right? And there are many days, the next day, I got to go to a teacher and say, I think I came off to you wrong yesterday. Or I may go to a student and say, hey, you know, Ms. Hart was having a bad day, being very transparent, and I came off to you wrong. I should have came off to you right. In the coaching aspect, it's like, hey, I either misguided you wrong, I gave you the wrong direction, or I was totally wrong in my tone when I did give you feedback. I apologize for that, and I need to check myself. If you, as a coach, do not take accountability, you are teaching the person not to take accountability. You can't expect something from someone that you're not willing to do yourself.
You nailed
So,
it.
hello.
You came to talk.
Hello.
Listen,
what? You know what? That's what I'm talking about. This is a teachable moment because, and I learned the word teachable moment from Hartski.
Yes.
She taught us that many, many years ago.
Yes.
But for all of you entrepreneurs and business owners, I just hope that y'all are taking notes because this is the type of feedback that I like to hear. This is the type of coaching that I like to hear. I don't want anybody to teach me how to run people and how to boss people around. I want people to teach me how to be effective. I want to learn how to receive constructive criticism or feedback because it's going to make me a better leader.
Right.
I'm gonna pause for a minute. You said something, getting feedback, right? And one thing as a leader is a lot of times we give feedback, and a lot of times we give it from our perspective. Right. What I learned, and this is from feedback, and this is from experience, is that one thing in coaching somebody, you have to know their past trauma.
Yes.
And I talked about trauma in the workforce, right? You don't know if this person had a supervisor that was a dictator. You don't know if that person has low self-esteem. You don't know what in that job could be a trigger to that person. And one thing that's important with coaching is getting to know that person on a personal level. I'm not saying tell your business
with
or ask them for their
boundaries,
personal boundaries. Definitely with boundaries, but you have to build that trust because that person needs to know that everything you are doing in your coaching session is there to better them. And you're going to move them forward. And a lot of times we don't have that empathy. And we don't think about their triggers or things that may have been past traumas, whether personal or workforce. And that is very important in coaching. And I think that is one thing that we miss, especially when we're leaders. It's like, this is what needs to be done. This is what I need you to do. But understanding and knowing your staff, you're like, okay, this is a weakness of hers, right? And so,
and this is how I'm going to work with it.
And this is how I'm going to work around it, or I'm going to build her. But right now, I need to depend on this person because this is a strength for them.
Absolutely.
So that is extremely important.
One thing that I learned, I just want to touch back on what you said earlier. One thing I learned about building trust is that the best way to build trust is to be honest. You know what I mean? A lot of the times people like to beat around the bush and they don't want to say exactly what they mean. They don't want to tell your staff or your team, hey, you know, this is what I need. This is my expectations. But when you have clear expectations and you have honesty, you'll get the best product and the best product out of your staff because now they trust you. They know that you're going to be honest with them. They're not going to have to wonder what you think because they know what you think. And I've learned that really works.
And that comes with transparency and rationale. I love the word rationale.
Indeed.
Right? A lot of times we tell our staff, like we said, this is what needs to be done. Right? But transparency comes with rationale. They're partners. Right? This needs to be done because if we do A, B, and C, we're going to get C.
Absolutely.
Right? And a lot of people don't respond well to just directives.
No, they don't.
I'm going to give you the rationale, and the rationale is going to teach you to understand why this decision is important.
Which is ultimately going to build a better leader because now they understand how to use that rationale in a different situation. So I'm going to go ahead and say you're absolutely right. Right. I love that. That's good. I love that.
Now, Hartski, I know you personally. I also know you as an educator.
Right.
But I've also seen you in the community.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit more about what else you do.
And can you also tell us if those roles the different roles that you have, if they overlap? Yeah.
That's a good question. So I also have a nonprofit, Heart of Life Foundation.
Come on, Heart of Life.
Hello, there we go.
Let's go.
As you know, I have a soft spot.
H-A-R-T, too.
H-A-R-T.
Heart of Life Foundation, guys.
Yes. I have a soft spot.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut you off.
It's fine.
Are you related to Kevin Hart?
That's my cousin.
Oh, okay.
There we go. You threw me off for a minute, but it's okay because that's what we do, right?
That's your cousin?
That's my cousin. Okay. He may be a little short, I'm a little tall, but H-A-R-T in the place to be.
Yep,
okay,
honestly.
there it is.
Honestly.
Okay, got me. That's not my cousin.
It's okay. It's okay. Everybody, we all cousins.
We are.
Okay.
We are all cousins.
In love.
You my
Yes.
color. Go ahead.
So, Heart of Life, yes, I have a nonprofit organization, Heart of Life, that I was running both in Atlanta and Philadelphia. Now,
Amazing.
just solely in Philadelphia.
Congratulations.
I have a soft spot for our youth. I also have a soft spot for the unhoused. And so a lot of my work is done with the youth and the unhoused population. My goal is to build our community.
Wow.
And working in schools, one thing that I know is that we have to work with the whole person.
Right.
And that comes with everything outside.
Good, the bad, the
good,
ugly,
the bad, the
everything,
indifference. And so with Heart of Life, I am very active in the community. I also like to do program logistics. So
Nice.
there may be events in the city of Philadelphia where I just go in and plan and just try to do the logistics of.
You don't just go in and plan.
Yeah, I heard you do the thing. I didn't hear. I heard you do a little bit more than plan.
Exactly. You give it your all.
So I would say this. I'm gonna say this. I'm not big on titles.
Okay.
I do the work
Okay,
for
humble.
I do. I do the work for the passion. I don't do the work for the recognition.
Love that.
And so a lot of times I will downplay what I do. But that's it. Like if you have something going on in the community, I am a person. I call myself the connector. Right? If somebody says, "Hey, I'm looking to do X, Y, and Z," I'm that person that's like, "Hey, I know somebody that does boom, 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 and I'm going to connect you."
Yeah.
Why? Because I'm a boss sis, and it is important
Sharing
to
is
me.
caring, guys.
It is important to me to be able to connect and build people up.
Yes, yes.
And so, yes, I am in the community. I've done things, build libraries and barbershops, ran basketball camps. We do 5 times a year service with the unhoused in Philadelphia, whether it's giving them donation bags, whether it's going out and really just talking to them. This may be a little off topic, but one thing I tell you about the unhoused, and it's a humbling experience, is you go out there and you learn that people out there are one check away from where you are.
Yes,
right?
wow.
And going out and talking to the unhoused, we don't just go out and give them what we want. We go out and talk to them prior, and we say, what is it that you need?
Right.
And don't say, people come out here and give us food, but ain't nobody giving us underwear. People come out here and they give us food, but we can't do nothing with it. We like the cup of noodles because we can get hot water.
Wow.
So really, and it goes back to leadership and coaching.
Yeah.
Listening, right?
Wow.
I'm going to listen to what you said. I'm going to make you feel like you're being heard, right? So we go out there and talking to them. I've met professors. There used to be professors at universities that have doctorate degrees that fell on hard times, and this is where they are, right? And guess what? When we walk down the street, we look at them as what they are as a homeless person, and we ignore them.
Wow.
And we don't honor them as who they are as a person. So for me, I like to make them feel heard and to feel like they are the human being that they are. And so it is important to go out there and hear their voice.
And I love how you don't use the word homeless.
No.
Because hearing you say unhoused, I'm sitting there and I'm putting it together like I know what she's talking about, but we don't hear that term often. And you really care about those people who are labeled as homeless and how that may make them feel, right? They're just unhoused, right? I love how you use that term. And that opened my eyes.
It's a level of respect.
Yes, it's a level of respect.
It's a level of respect. Right now, I'm unhoused. I'm not homeless, right? I'm just not in a home at this moment.
Right. Let me ask you a question. So even in your nonprofit or in your leadership and coaching role, what do you think are 3 things every strong leader, what are 3 characteristics that every strong leader should display?
I think I said it earlier. That comes with empathy, right?
Right.
Like you have to have empathy because life be lifing.
Yes.
Right? And
Life be life.
I don't
Yes,
care.
it
I
does.
don't care how we come to work and what we present ourselves. We come to work with some stuff, right? And so
Heavy.
we got to understand that even though these are the rules, people still go through things, and we got to be empathetic about what they're going through. Clarity, right? Also, inside clarity comes interpersonal communication. How are you communicating with someone? Are you giving them clear directions? Are you clear with what your expectations and stuff are?
Yeah.
I think sometimes we know what we want, but are we clearly communicating that to other people?
Indeed.
Right.
And the last part,
Accountability.
You got it.
I remember.
Are we holding each other accountable?
Yes.
Am I holding myself accountable, right? And I think accountability is a piece that a lot of people go wrong. And a lot of times in coaching, what I've come face to face with people that take accountability and they take it personal. So when I give feedback, are they taking it as if I'm judging them, right? But that comes from the insecurity, that comes from work trauma, and only way to get around that and to change how they change their mindset is to build that trust.
And I was about to say that. I was about to ask you that because I know that as an employer, sometimes when I give my employees or my team members feedback, or if I'm, giving them some constructive criticism, they take it personal. And my question was going to be, how do I as a leader get around that to get my message across, make them feel cared for, make them feel heard, but also still let them know I'm still going to hold you accountable?
That's a great question.
So I think that goes with the clarity, right? So one thing that's important is being upfront with what the expectations are, right? I always start a coaching session, a one-on-one, any meeting with, what are your glows and grows? Right?
Glows and grows.
So I allow that individual to sit up here and say, what have I done that I think I did an excellent job at?
Right. And you get to hear that.
I get to hear
and
it.
it may even be something that you weren't
That you didn't even know.
Right. So you're praising yourself, right? And then it's like, what are your grows?
Right.
Like, what areas do you like, this week, I don't think I did that too well. I really feel like I need to grow in that area. Right. And then what happens is then I step in, right? And now I'm coming with, we're talking about expectations. We're talking about your growth. Well, this is an area that I think you're doing okay in.
Right.
But I know that you have the capability of doing that so much better. Yes. And so let's work towards getting you where I know you can be. So what happens is a lot of times we give feedback, they take it as judgmental because they're used to just being told they're doing wrong.
Or being talked at too.
Oh my goodness,
So you got to reassure them that I'm here as your partner, right? I'm here as your partner to help you grow.
Right.
I'm here as a partner to bring out all those gifts God has instilled in you. I'm trying to bring them out of you.
Yep.
Right? And I'm trying to let everybody else see what you're capable of. When that person knows that you have that trust and you believe in them, then as a coach, they're like, I got this. I almost cursed. I'm sorry. I almost said, I got this. Okay. But you want to build them up to believe in themselves.
Right.
And it boils down to confidence.
I do have a question for you. So let's say you have a client, right?
Don't use the word client.
Okay, what word am I using?
Because when you think of a client, you think of somebody that you're working for.
Got it. Okay.
When you're working for somebody, you think you're just there to do a job.
Okay.
Coaching is more personable than that.
So what are you calling
a partner?
Okay.
Right.
So
We're working in partnership, right? Because at the end of the day, what did I say? Feedback from me. I'm learning from you.
Indeed.
And you're learning from me.
And we're working together.
Hello.
All right. I love that. I got to use that. Definitely going to take that.
Team member or partner? Partner. Okay.
All right. So let's say you're partnering with someone to help them develop their coaching model and their ability to coach effectively. What's the first thing or the first mindset shift that you want them to make when they're starting their journey?
Starting that journey, first I got to be a listener.
Okay.
Right? Because in that listening, I can't expect anything from them until I know where they're coming from. In listening, that's when I find out about the traumas. That's when I find out about the barriers. That's when I find out about what's holding them back. And then my first set, and I'll be very honest with you, because this will determine whether the coaching will work or not. Skill or will.
Wow.
Skill or will.
Skill or will. Right? I find all that out, right? Am I coaching you because somebody says you need coaching? Or am I coaching you because you want to do better?
Yeah.
Right? Because if you don't want it for yourself,
how can I want it for you?
Yeah.
and they're not going to receive it, right?
And you're wasting my time.
You're wasting
I'm
my
going to take
time.
the money, but I'm wasting your time,
Yes.
right? And so I don't like that because now you're wasting my time.
Yep.
And I pour into those I'm coaching.
Yeah.
And if you are just having me here because someone said you need to be coached and you really don't have the will, let me tell you, I can coach anybody that has the will. I can't coach everybody that has the skill. You understand what I'm saying? No, seriously. Like, I can't. You can have somebody that has the skill, but if they don't have the will to want to better themselves, then I'm wasting my time and I'm wasting your time.
And you don't even get joy out of what you're doing.
No,
it's not fun anymore.
no,
It's not enjoyable.
Yo, you're just dropping all the gems, right?
Okay.
That's my girl.
What's one lie that women are often told when they go into leadership? Or what's one misconception that they may have when they go into leadership?
That they can't do it. That they
That is
can't
a
do it.
good
It's a
one.
lot
That's a
of
good one.
men. It's a lot of white men in leadership, right? And so we got 2 strikes against us. We're black and we're female. When you have 2 strikes against you, they're already working against you.
Yes.
Even in the educational field, I feel like I should have elevated faster than I did, right? Humbling experience,
Yes.
right? But it also told me how to work with people. It also told me what I was worked up against. A lot of people are intimidated by black women.
Oh my
Especially
goodness.
black women of leadership.
Absolutely.
Yes.
But what I say is there's never the right time to be a leader. We all have leadership in us. There's never the right time. You just got to be committed to serving.
Yep.
You got to be committed to showing empathy. And you just got to be ready to do the work and listen, right? And so with that, it's an uphill battle. But if your compassion is there, if your empathy is there, if it's in your heart to do the work, I don't care what field you are in, lead with your voice,
Yep.
right? If everything is true to what you are saying, it's going to come automatically. But yeah,
Because people are going to see it.
hello,
Yep.
hello, and a lot of people are intimidated by
They
it,
are.
and you got to work around those that are intimidated around you. And sometimes it takes extra work to change their mindset.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Harsky, I also wanted to find out how we can support the Heart of Life because, like I said, I talked about you being in the community. I see you going out there. You're making these. You're doing these donation drives where you're receiving
Which is
all
absolutely amazing. by the way.
everything,
Amazing.
and financially, whether it's a donation or whether it's just showing up, and even for the other bossies out there who watch us, our viewers, we need y'all to come. And how can we support, Heart of Life?
You want the I'm gonna be transparent.
Please.
we want honesty.
It's easy to give $1.
Yes.
It's easy to give $1, right? If I'm working with the youth or I'm working with down the house, come out.
Okay.
Come out. You can have a bigger impact talking to a youth, sharing your story, sharing your experience, just loving on them. Or the unhoused, having that conversation and being out there. Yes, they're grateful for the donations that we're able to get with the money, right? But they take more joy in sitting there and actually talking with us and eating the sandwich that we're giving them while we're talking with them. They feel like human beings, even if it's just for 10 minutes, right? So what I tell people, even if it's not with Heart to Life, there are a lot of organizations out here that deal with the youth. There's a lot of things plaguing our city right now. Our youth are resilient, but they are also numb to a lot of things. And our kids are growing up way faster than they should.
They are.
All I say is invest back into your community, whether that's volunteering at a community center, whether that's going to read a book at your child's school, whatever it is. All I say is your presence is more important than the presence.
I agree.
So
listen.
And wait, one more thing. Sorry, y'all.
Yes.
What makes you a boss sis?
Well, as you say, I got two of my closest friends sitting here. I think more importantly, being a boss sis is taking your strengths, right? And spreading it around those that are around you. Your circle is only as strong as those that you circle yourselves around.
Yes.
And it is important for me as a sister to circle myself around other positive women that are going to uplift me.
And we do.
We don't sit there and gossip.
No.
We sitting there like, all right, what's the next business move?
We doing next?
What we doing next?
How can I support you?
Yep. How can I, I'm sending y'all stuff like, hey, try this with your staff, or like,
always.
did you think about this new investment?
Right.
And I think that as Black women, like I said, we already got strikes and stuff against us. And so having a circle of sisters that's going to uplift you, tell you when you're wrong, and sit up here and speak life into you, that makes you a boss sis. And I'm a boss sis, and I'm surrounded by boss sisters.
I want to thank you so much for coming, Hart.
Thank you.
Like, you really dropped some real jewels on us today. Needed to hear that, and I know they needed to hear it. And I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you.
And 3 things I'm going to take with me today is empathy, clarity, and accountability.
There you go. And I want to thank you. Thank you for the platform, for giving sisters the opportunity to speak about what they're doing, as well as uplifting each other in our community so much. We're so used to knocking each other and being competitive and who's doing better than
Not here.
person. But here, it is a safe space to be who you are.
Yes, it is.
And to uplift the next sister. So
thank you.
Kudos to you.
Thank you. And don't forget, stay boss, sis.